Hi guys, welcome to Algorithms Made Easy. In this video, we will see the question longest harmonious subsequence. We define a harmonious array as an array where the difference between its maximum value and its minimum value is exactly 1. Given an integer array nums, return the length of its largest harmonious subsequence among all its possible subsequences. A subsequence of array is a sequence that can be derived from an array by deleting some or no elements without changing the order of the remaining elements. So, in the example 1, the harmonious subsequence would be this because here the difference between the maximum and the minimum is exactly 1. In the example 2, we can have various harmonious subsequence, but the length of every harmonious subsequence will be 2. In the third example, as every element is same, we cannot have a harmonious subsequence and so its length would be 0. So now let's see how we can solve this question. As mentioned, the longest harmonious subsequence would have the difference between its highest and lowest element as exactly 1. So now the question that arises is, can we have more than 2 distinct numbers in an harmonious subsequence? Let's take this example of 1, 2, 3. And here the difference between the highest and lowest becomes 3 minus 1, which goes to 2, and this violates the property of harmonious subsequence. And so from this example we can say we cannot have harmonious subsequence that has more than 2 distinct numbers in the subsequence. Now the second question is that, does the order matter? If you see the examples over here, these are all harmonious subsequence as the difference between the highest and the lowest in all of these arrays is 1. So we can say that no, the order doesn't matter. All we need is the difference, that is high minus low. That should be exactly 1. So now what are the ways you can solve this? One of the ways that I can think of is sorting. We can sort the array, compare the consecutive elements, and if the difference is 1, I would find the length of the subarray with those elements and check whether that is maximum. If that is maximum, I update my max, or else my max stays what it was earlier. So this would take a time complexity of n log n. Do we really need to sort it? We can use a counting method or a map. So the map will store the count of each element that is present in the map, and then we iterate over the map, and for every key we check whether the map contains a key that has a value 1 greater than the key, so that those elements combined can form a harmonious subsequence. And if present, we update the result as maximum of result or the addition of the count of the key that is there and the count of key plus 1. So these are the two ways we can solve the question. So let's go ahead and code both these approaches, starting with sorting, and then we'll move on to our map approach. Since we are using sorting, the first and the foremost thing is sorting the array. Now we'll take 2 pointers to mark the boundary of our subsequence. So let's take it left, which would be 0, and right, which will initially point to 1. Apart from this, we'll also need a result variable, which will be 0, and now we'll start looping on our array. So while the right pointer is within the boundaries, we'll keep checking the difference. So let's take a variable difference, which will hold nums of right minus nums of left, and now we'll see whether this difference is equal to 1. If this is equal to 1, we update the result with maximum of both, that is maximum of either result or the window that we have. So that window length would be right minus left plus 1. Now if the difference was less than or equal to 1, so in this case the number could have been like 2, 2, 3, that is this, that here the difference becomes 0, or else here the difference becomes 1. So in this case we need to do a right plus plus, else if the difference was greater than 1, in that case we need to shrink our window from left, and so left goes plus plus to the right side. Finally, in the end we would just return our result. So let's run this code. and it gives a perfect result. Let's submit this, and it got submitted. The time complexity over here becomes O of n log n as we are using sort, but the space complexity is O of 1 as we are not using any extra space. The only space that is required is in the sort function that would have been used. So now let's see the other method, which is using map. The most important thing that we need is a result variable, and the second thing that we need is a map. After that, I want to put all my count in the map. So I'll iterate over my array and I'll put this value in my map. With this, I have prepared my data, and after this, I'll just iterate over my map and check whether I have two elements whose difference is exactly 1 or not. So if there is a value, I'll do result equal to. So that's it. At the end, we return result. Let's run this code, and it's accepted. Let's try to submit this, and it got submitted. The time complexity for this approach is O of n, and the space complexity is also O of n as we are taking a map. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.